So in the thumbnail today, I put a Palmetto State Armory JAKL, one of my least favorite rifles of all time. I have an obscene level of hatred for the system and perhaps the designers behind it as well. But you know what? I was shooting it again this week because I've been shooting it off and on for the last year or so, maybe even a little bit more than a year at this point. Yeah, go ahead and look at the phenomenal quality of what has happened to my JAKL in this short amount of time that I've had.
Barrel flex time.
Oh boy.
I'm going to have a conversation with the Palmetto State Armory engineers with a hammer.
In Minecraft, to be clear. In Minecraft. But yeah, we got the barrel is barely hanging in there. No pun intended. I was watching the high-speed footage of my shooting, and I was like, that barrel's moving a lot. Is that just normal barrel whip, or like what's going on with that? No. It is almost a projectile in itself. So I went and I checked the screws. It's actually it's sitting behind me right now. I can't touch it. It's so close, but so far away at the same
green
time.
Screen, so.
But that barrel is barely hanging on. For instance, the screws that double as the handguard screws, which is also a great design choice, by the way, they are finger tight. You can just touch them and wiggle them. So at some point, that barrel will just become a projectile. Now, something else that I had happen the other day while I was shooting it is I had this random keyhole where a bullet goes sideways at about 10 yards. And I was like, maybe I hit something. Did it hit a suppressor? But after going back and looking at it, I'm like, well, maybe the barrel flopping around had something to do with that. So yeah, Palmetto State Armory engineering on full display. Not exactly sure what they made in spec.
I'm going to have a conversation with the Palmetto State Armory engineers with a hammer.
They have it flex like that. It's kind of like the whatever the Lynx, that 50 that recoils into itself. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But stays first.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, the Thug Shaker. I took apart my SIG Cross last night. Well, that's your problem. It's a SIG product. SIG and Palmetto State Armory, unfortunately, the two biggest companies in the market right now, and also the two worst. And the optics rail factory were completely loose. Yeah, that does not surprise me at all. Yes, of course you can tighten the screws. Of course, yes, like just when your barrel nut on your AR comes loose, of course you can tighten it back down, right? But you probably shouldn't have to do that after, I've already done this once before, and after maybe 2,000 rounds, right? Before the gun just blows up, right? Surprise factor. It's a surprise mechanic of your PSA JAKL.
But John, Loctite exists, right, John? Just put some Loctite on it.
Yeah, your barrel just isn't as rigid when you're in your 40s. I guess so, man. I guess nice. So. PSA calls that a feature. Fair enough. Now, speaking of PSA JAKLs, I went to their website today and I saw this monstrosity. I was like, this is one of the ugliest things that I've ever seen in my life.
Makes me want to cry.
Something else more beautiful than the object itself. Can you guess the price tag?
2,500.
Nope, $1,488.
I was gonna guess 1,400 too.
It is $1,800. Now, the standard JAKL is $1,200. So with a craptastic Cerakote job and a carry handle, and I think a trigger, they were like, you know what? $600.
A $400 carry handle.
It's something. So I mean, because that's actually the exact same model I have, minus the the accoutrements on it. Because I have a 14.5. That's a 14.5. That one is just for some reason $500-$600 more expensive for the paint job. Although I think that this actually will resonate with a lot of Palmetto State Armory buyers, where they want to spend as much money as possible on the worst possible product rather than just buying something that's decent in the first place. Because I mean, that's a Gen 1 JAKL. That's a Gen 1 14.5 JAKL, $1,800 out the door.
Gross.
They got to do something to get rid of the Gen 1s.
Well, I was kind of thinking that, like, maybe they're not making enough money on the JAKLs, so they're just throwing random crap on them. Like, maybe this will sell. Retro is in right now. Camo is in right now. So we're throwing a carry handle. Yeah, it also has an A2 grip. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, so it's got a $30 carry handle and a free A2 grip and a nice trigger in it, so people will feel it and be like, "Oh, this is kind of nice," when it's literally just a $1,200 JAKL.
It's a piston. It's a piston AR A2, right?
Yeah, the PSA 2 we'll call it. Yeah, $1,800 is Geisley money. Yes, it is. Did it go into QC on the rail? Probably not. Almost certainly not.
Is it a $1,200 JAKL or is it a $850 JAKL?
Well, when you go to resell it after you figure out that it doesn't shoot very well and you don't like it that much, it's an $850 JAKL. Yes.
Mm-hmm.